At around 3:40 p.m. yesterday, we were called by the West Midlands Police Ambulance Service after a boy just aged 12 years was found by a member of the public near Scribers Lane after being stabbed in the stomach. Sadly, despite the best efforts of police officers and paramedics who treated him at the scene, he lost his life later that day at about 7:30 p.m. Now, as a result of urgent inquiries, a boy aged 14 has been arrested, and that happened at 7 p.m. yesterday at an address in Birmingham. He remains in custody and he's been arrested on suspicion of murder. The same 14-year-old has also been arrested for another assault for an unrelated matter, and he's also in custody for that. I would ask the public not to speculate about what happened. This is a very early stage of the inquiry. We're obviously dealing with a tremendous amount of priority, and detectives are working around the clock to get to the truth of what happened and are working through that. What I would urge is that anyone who was in the area of Scribers Lane at around that time, so the incident happened at 3:40 p.m, but around that time in general, they should get in touch with us and let us know where they were, if they saw anything unusual or suspicious, or also just to let us know that they were in the area so we can speak to them about aspects of the inquiry that might be of interest to us. At the moment, all we're going to confirm is he's a 12-year-old boy, and we're working through those inquiries. We're obviously working with his loved ones and his carers and his family. When we've progressed that, then we may be able to release information later during the inquiry. But at this stage, we're working with them to support them through this terrible incident. It was a chaotic and absolutely traumatic scene. We're supporting the witnesses through that. Obviously, the evidence and information that they can give us is absolutely crucial. But it was, incredibly distressing for them. And like the officers and the paramedics who arrived, they did everything they could. But very sadly, as we know, the victim lost their life later that evening. Well, it's obviously a very disturbing incident. It's absolutely traumatic for the community. And I really do understand those concerns. It is a positive that we have already made an arrest. Obviously, it's a very early stage in the inquiry. And as we go forward, hopefully we'll be able to release more information about getting to the truth of where we are with this. That will reassure the community even further. But it is a positive step. There will be more officers in the general area on general patrol offering that reassurance while we work through the early stages of the inquiry.
Can you provide any further information about the assault which the suspect has been arrested on? When did it take place? Where did it take place?
So it happened nearby, and it happened on the Sunday the 19th of January. It was a woman in her 80s was assaulted. It's unrelated to this, but the 14-year-old has been arrested for that offence as well.
You've made one arrest.
But, we're taking this incident incredibly seriously. In general, with knife crime, it is a priority for West Midlands Police. Over the last 12 months, we've took on a much more robust approach around it. So anyone who's found carrying a knife over the age of criminal responsibility, there's a very, very high chance they'll be arrested and brought into custody. We'll seek, a proportionate disposal around that to try and deter people from doing that. My message to the wider community and young people is you must not carry knives. And to parents and carers of children, we've really got to enforce that message collectively as the police and the community, everyone. We must not carry knives, we must not use knives, because these are the tragic consequences of it. West Midlands have made a lot of progress, and Birmingham in particular, against serious youth violence and knife crime. But obviously, in the context of today, that's a difficult message to put a lot of emphasis on. And actually dealing with this particular incident is a huge priority for us this morning.